Okay, hello dear friends. So I have so much I want to tell you that I have never been so inspired, and not never been so inspired, but just these couple of days I was just so inspired by what is happening around me. I am not an American citizen, so I cannot vote, but I, as everyone who lives in this land, is so much heavily, deeply invested into this current event, and it has a big effect on me. And we have our passionate team that we love and we like, and we agree and disagree, opinions agree and disagree. There's a team we are in, of course. So all is finished. Now it's the time to calm down and sit down and just come back to my sense and think about it. Use our rationals to think about what is happening, what has happened. So today I came to school and start my class. This class usually on this day was one of my hardest class. Students always like to talk, they chat. They are very active, but they are just talking so much that out of control they cannot make the classroom quiet. And sometimes when it is not quiet, everybody talks. It's just not easy. So you have always be on top, and it's very tiring to control a classroom with people who enjoys talking and enjoys to talk, to communicate. But today, to my surprise, students came to the classroom, they still talk, and I waited for them until they calm down, and I didn't point to anybody's name. I just stare at them and look at one or two particular talkative, still keep talking person, until he or she found, oh, everybody's quiet, it's time to quiet. I didn't break anybody's face, and just quietly wait until they come back to their good sense, come back to realize this is a classroom. And I said, there is so much noise around us. Please be quiet. And it's just too much noise around us recently. You listen to the radio, you open the TV, you open up the internet. Too many opinions, too many things, and too much contradiction, and too much separation, and too much people against people, people against each other, friends against friends, because one particular public opinion or political opinion, it does not worth it. It is not worth it. We need to come back to our real sense. We need to come back to our sane life. So I say, please, let's just be quiet. Make this our sanctuary from the noise outside, from the distraction outside. You have an opinion. I understand you have an opinion. But this time, what we need is not speaking out your opinion. We need to rationalize our thinking process. We need to calm down and give ourselves some time to think instead of argue, instead of speaking out. We have spoken out so much, too much, way too much, that it takes up our time of thinking, and it is not healthy and it's not right. And listening to negative things and listening to too much things does not do any good to us. So what we need right now is quiet down. So I quiet down, and students quiet down, and they do what I give them a project, and they do what they do. They do what they think to do. They do what they want to do, with certain limitation, with my rubric. We both find freedom in doing that, and we found the most harmonious class. They talk sometimes when they need to talk, but it's always very good sense, with very good attention to their neighbor, to everybody. It's a very wonderful class. It makes me so happy, so happy. Okay, so this is the first story. It turns out to be so good. And then the second one, maybe I will change to another place. There is so much sunshine. I love sunshine. Sunshine is coming back. When we have peace, calm, relax, and good sense coming back to us, all is good. All will be good, and all is good now. Okay, as I am moving around, why not take a look at this beautiful place? Let's take a look. This is a historical building of Mountain View. Okay, back to this beautiful. It is. What is this flower? This looks like azalea or something. Azalea. So the other class, I started the class, and the class was, to my surprise, was quiet. It's everybody in my class liked to talk because I was not strict enough. Anyway, we have wonderful class. We always enjoy, kids love the class. So then one student said, can you tell us a story? I said, well, story, I didn't plan any story, but why not? I tell you some story. So I told them the story I learned from the morality class. On Coursera, there is one class called Morality of Daily Life by Paul Bloom. Wonderful, wonderful class. And talking about our psychology, human psychology, anyway, morality and a lot of things. So here's the story from this. There was a young guy, and he died. He died I will tell you. So after he died, one day later, that people found a letter from him. He wrote this letter one day before he passed away. He died. And in this letter he said, I should be an intelligent, happy young guy, normal, ordinary young guy, young person. But recently, I don't know what is happening. Something must be getting wrong. And I feel something that's bothering me. I have the most beautiful life that anybody just could imagine to have. I have a beautiful wife, and but I just want to kill her, and I could not control that urge to kill her. And then when he wrote this letter, one day later, he killed her wife, and then he climbed up a tower and he wanted to suicide. Under the tower, there were people guarding the tower, and he killed the guard. And then there were tourists nearby, and he killed the tourist with his gun. And then there were security people coming here to stop him. He killed the security people, and totally he killed 11 people until he was killed by the security. And anyway, he was stopped. So then they found the letter he wrote. In this letter, he wrote the previous things. I was an intelligent guy, didn't know what was happening. I want to kill my wife, and As the last resort, there must be something wrong with my brain. And before I lost my sense, one thing I can do, please examine my brain. Is there something wrong? So the doctors and the law enforcement did examine his brain and found a problem. There was a problem. There is a problem. That he had a tumor, kind of cancer, that blocked his brain. I did not know the detail, but what I want to say, his brain is stopping him. This tumor is stopping his brain to have the right communication, right rational, right thinking. So I told the students this story, and I told them, the story is not to scare you. The story, the morality, the reason I tell you the story is that you have to do, if something wrong, you cannot control yourself. What we can do before things going wrong, we can make ourselves a healthy brain. We can make our health, we can make our brain healthy and strong and function well and function rational. And the way we take care of our brain, we make sure that we are happy, we are relaxed. What does damage to our brain? Anger, stress, 生气, depress, and exhaustion, and just all these unhealthy. And if you feel your brain is not functioning well, the brain is telling you something, that you need to take care of your brain. Same as we take care of our health. If we cough, we drink. If we have fever, we eat aspirin, we eat Tylenol, we eat whatever. I'm too healthy to name any of these medicines name. I do not eat medicine. Correct me if I say something wrong. So if your brain is not functioning well, if you feel you have headache, especially you are at a young age of adolescence migraine stage, you may have this migraine and just feel your brain hurts. This is the time you take care of yourself. What you can do, you can. So I put my hand in my hair and strongly pull my hair. You can pull your hair, and then the hair is just everywhere. And then some students follow and pull their hair. And some students has this beautiful tied up braid. I said, okay, if you have a braid, you cannot pull your hair. You can put your finger and use your nail, sharp nail or not sharp nail, in your hair, and it scratch your head. It helps also. This may not look so beautiful, and it looks funny. It looks just strange, bizarre, and weird. So you can go to the restroom, you can go to the toilet, and you say, teacher, I need to go to toilet, and you do this. And students try it and then say, oh, that feels so good. Because any method can work. There are many methods. By this, you are circulating the blood circulation, right? By this, you are giving room to your brain. Our brain is just the neurons or the nerves connected. The more we learn, the more we develop, our brain becomes smarter and function better. When we have our computer, sometimes our computer does not work. It stops because we have no more memory. We have no more room to put any new information in it. Same to our brain, exactly the same. When your brain is stuck, there is no new things can come in. You need to give room. You need to make sure there is There is no stoppage. There is no hurdle. There is no obstacle. There is no jam in your brain. You need to make it through, make your blood transfer through, make everything in the right mood. So make sure you relax, and when you are not relaxing, find your way how you can do. Immediately there was one girl said, okay, whenever I'm angry, I draw, just to draw. And then I said, that's a very good idea. Yes, keep doing this. Then there was another student said, when I am angry, I just I write math word problem, fraction problem, division problem, long division problem. That is a very smart thing, because math is such such an elegant and beautiful and productive meditation method. You need to full 100% concentrate on doing math, because right now I'm doing trigonometry and logarithm, I know. And all these numbers, if there is one small tiny distraction, you get it wrong, and you are all wrong. You have to be so totally, absolutely concentrate in your thought and not thinking about other things, and focus. By being focused, you actually, it's good for our brain. By being focused, you develop your brain's muscle, right? Do I make sense? So there was one student, she makes she makes word problem, and then there was another student, I forgot what she said, and another boy said, I will play violin, and then another one said, and then I said, okay, when you are angry, go to the restroom, go to enclose in your own room to scream, to throw something on the floor, throw some old thing on the floor to make a big noise. And then one student said, oh, my mom will not be happy. Well, I kind of feel it, but if you are a mom, make sure you give your child enough room to express himself, herself. It will be good. Breaking an old bowl, an old dish, and an old pair of chopsticks, it costs nothing. It can save life. It can discharge so much negative energy and brings good sense to him. It's worth it. It is very, very worthy. And there was one student said that she tears up paper to small pieces. And then there was one girl said she will have his plush toy and then say, hey, what do you do wrong? Why do you this? And you make me angry. I said, yes, this is exactly what I do. I get my plush toy, my most favorite plush toy, and then ding, 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 ding. You did something wrong. Ding, 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 ding. Anyway, find a way. There is no right or wrong. This time, your morality, you are not hurting. You are beating your pet. It's okay. Nobody sees it except the people who is not. Except the people who is watching this video. Anyway, find a thing to find a way to make you come back to your good sense, to your right sense. It's important. When you are angry, when you are in a stress, your brain does not function. Make sure you are relaxed, you prepared. If you do homework, get a piece of cookie, get a cup of water, and sit on your most comfortable seat and get your favorite pen and a piece of clean or favorite paper. We can afford it, because there are things important, but the most important thing is yourself. You need to have the right sense, a good sense. Let me see if we are. Okay, our video is a bit long. I will stop and continue to do it. Okay, let's come back to, oh, that's so beautiful there. We will do a video there later on. Okay, let's come back to our current event. And we are all so much invested to it. Whoever wins. So the day after election, our school had we received a message from So the day after election, we received an email from school, and there was about teaching, and then the school head of school sent us. I think a lot of school has received this kind of email, and it's about teaching tolerance. And an article was written actually before the election finished. Whoever wins, there will be one party not happy, and any game there is winning and losing, because we are so emotionally invested. So it is very natural that we become just so emotionally outburst with our particular emotion, no matter happiness or sadness, or no matter what kind of emotion, we will burst out. But after that, we need to come to our sense, to our rational. And the strength is not fighting. The strength, I learned this in my classroom. When you shout, when you scream, you have no strength. Our real strength is in no matter what is happening, we can maintain ourselves with the highest dignity, keeping our value, cherishing our value, and live our life with dignity, with respect, and with the courage to accept whatever is happening and keep on doing what we do. Never lose our hope. Never lose our dream for what we want to achieve. Because once we lose it, once we fight and fight, just physically fight, or doing some action without going through our brain, it does not help. The real strength is in you, who can maintain yourself, who can control yourself, and who can persistently, tenaciously keep on doing what you are doing. Never give up until you reach your dream. It's only a moment. It is only a moment. Our goal is lifelong. It's your life, it's my life. It's not one incident. It's not one term. It's a lifelong goal. We will make this world a better place. No matter what is happening, we will never lose that morality. We will never lose our moral value that we want to help. We want to help people who is less fortunate than us. Comparing with richer people, I am poor. Comparing with poorer people, I am rich. And no matter what stage I am in, I have the responsibility to help people who is less fortunate than me. We will never give up. in this pursuit. We will always cherish each person to be an individual person. We cannot change the world. We can change the little environment around us. We can make our neighbor, we can make our colleague, we can make the people we meet a better life, a relaxed life. We can accept that person being that person, whoever this person wants to be. I mean, without break the sense of goodness. We are all different. We accept it. And we make sure that our friends, that people surround us, was protected by our kindness, by our good sense. And we will make our best to help people to reach their dream, because that is our dream, to make this world a better place. I do not vote for this election, but I learned so much. I learned I want to be a good person. I want to be a good person with high moral value, with good dignity. Whoever you are, I accept your opinion. I respect your opinion. I hold strong my value. I hold strong my opinion. I may change, but it only changes to make it better. Stronger together. We are together. I love you, I really do. I really do. I feel we are so connected. I feel we are so connected. No matter what ideology barrier in between, we are human. And we have goodness in ourselves. We have goodness inside us. Our value is different. It does not have to be the same. Our strength comes from diversity, comes from the difference. If one place have only one opinion, one voice, it is not right. It is not good. Only when everyone can have their opinion, every student can have their way of doing things, every person can have their way, their best practice, their best way of doing things. That's the way to make us stronger. Every flower is blooming. All these blossoms make this place a most beautiful place. I love you, I really do. Do. I so love you. I feel so good. I feel so inspired. I feel so good. I feel we are so strong. And I feel you feel so good. I know you know. I feel you feel. Love you. Bye-bye. It's a good place to stop.